Hi everyone, this is Boogess Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on Mcfarlane Colourtop's Jareth The Goblin King from the Labyrinth movie. So before we take a look at Jareth, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, he comes with this base. This is pretty standard for most Colourtops. It's just this plain generic base, and then it says something different on it. And this one says Jim Henson's Labyrinth on it. So let's go ahead and take him off of his base. And then for his next accessory, he comes with the crystal ball, which looks really nice. And it doesn't actually set in his hand, it kind of just rests on it, which is actually pretty accurate to how the movie poster looks. I do have the movie right here. And if you have not seen this movie, it is an amazing movie, and I'd recommend watching it. This is the 30th anniversary edition. I just saw it last year, and I've been looking for the toy ever since, because this is an amazing movie. So, the crystal ball does set in his hand just like that, or rest on it, doesn't actually set in it. If you turn it to the side, you can see how it's just resting on his fingertips, because he's kind of holding it like that. Now, it will move like that. I just lost off my diorama here, so we'll put it there where I won't lose it. It tends to stay on there, but if you move the figure around very much, it will drop out of his hand. And for his next accessory, he comes with his masquerade mask, which looks really nice. It's got dry brushing of gold over the brown, which looks nice. And it's very rubbery, so you don't have to worry about breaking it. I thought it was actually plastic, but it's actually a really soft rubber. And this fits into his right hand like so. Now, due to him only having single-jointed elbows, you can just get him doing this. It's not actually up to his face. It's just a kind of a camera trick, I guess, because it does look like he's holding it up to his face, but he's not. It's just the single-jointed elbow. Which, honestly, that doesn't bother me, because this figure needs more sculpting than articulation anyway. So that really doesn't bother me. So, for the head sculpt is amazing. Mcfarlane Toys just knocked it out of the park with this figure. That looks so much like David Bowie, it's not even funny. And that's just incredible. Like his eye makeup, because he has, let me show the cover there again. The eye makeup looks exactly the same. The hair's the same. And I thought the hair would be a hard plastic, but it's actually soft, pliable plastic. So it doesn't actually get in the way of articulation. If he didn't have this collar piece right here, he could probably look all the way back because the hair is very soft. Now, this is his look from the Masquerade. He isn't in this look very often. It's actually just one scene in the movie. But it's a very memorable scene in the movie to me, because he has two other looks. And I'm hoping Mcfarlane will produce those, because, NECA originally produced these figures. And they made, I think they made all the versions but this one. So it'd be nice to see Mcfarlane make the other two looks that he had in this. And I think on the back, on the back of the DVD case, it actually shows this look. And you can tell that it's the same thing. That looks amazing. Actually, I think that might have been what they went by, because on the cover he's smiling and on the back he's not, and that matches this look. But I'm not sure what these are called. I'm going to call them ruffles, but I know that's not what they're called. They have an official name. But they look nice. It's got a little bit of dry brushing of gray over it. And on the collar piece right here, it's got all these encrusted jewels. And a dry brushing of gold over it, which looks really nice. And on the shoulders and on the back, he has this kind of looks like a floral pattern to me. Kind of looks like a flowers or something. But it looks really nice. It's got amazing sculpting detail. Like, the sculpting detail is just insane on this figure. Like, even his coat right here has a little bit of texturing, and you can see the texturing right there and all throughout it. And I do like that metallic blue color, because if you hold it away from the light, it looks dark, like that. And if you hold it up to the light, it gets bright and kind of reflective. So that looks really nice. And then in the folds right here, in the wrinkles of the coat, it has the dry brushing of black, which looks nice. And then right here on the cuffs of the coat, it has more of that encrusted jewels and stuff, which looks nice. This whole figure is spectacular. Like, even his belt there, let me get to focus. His belt has insane detail. Like, it's painted very well, too. Like, all of that detail is just incredible. That's really about all on this figure. There's not much more to it. On the inside of the coat right here, it does have just a little bit of texturing. You can see the texturing and dry brushing of black right there. And then that's about all for the figure. He does have gloss black boots, making it look like he has leather boots, which looks nice. So this figure is really good. Now, the only drawback is its hips, and I will get into that in just a second, because now I'm going to go over the articulation. He's got a ball-jointed head that can look back that far, can look down all the way. He can move his head to the right just a little bit, and to the left all the way. He's got ball-jointed shoulders that can move out that far. He's got single-jointed elbows that's on a swivel. He's got ball-jointed hands that give a really good range of motion. Since they're ball-jointed, of course they do. He's got a swivel at the waist, but it really can't move that much because of his coat right here. Now, here's my only complaint, is that you really can't move his hips, because if you try to, they'll do that. Both sides will, not just the right side, the left side will too. So, you just kind of have to snap it back in there. So I tend not to move his hips any. I kind of just leave them in the position that they're in, like that. But he also has single-jointed knees that's on a swivel, and he has ball-jointed ankles, which I would figure would give him a little bit more stability, but he's really not too stable on his feet. So now for size comparisons, I am going to probably have to lean him against the back of my diorama here. Where is it? There. I'll go ahead and put that in there. Oh, it dropped. Wait. Let me just put this back in his hand here. It's notorious for dropping out of his hand. Oops. I'm hitting the camera while I did that. So for size comparisons, here he is next to Negan. There. Here he is next to Negan. You can see that they are about the same height. He is just a little bit taller because of his hair. And then here he is next to Madison Clark. And he's quite a bit taller than her. And I was just showing those for size comparisons. Because this is the only Labyrinth figure that we have. Of course, that crystal ball dropped again. But this figure is really amazing, and I'm hoping that Mcfarlane will make more, since this is the 30th anniversary of Labyrinth. They could make any of the creatures from Labyrinth, which in the movie they're all puppets, because of course this was before CGI, and they look amazing. I'm hoping to make some of them, or Jennifer Connelly's character. Does it say on the... I'm looking right here on the DVD to see if it says what her name is in the movie. That doesn't tell. I forget her name, but it'd be nice if they made her and the creatures and more of Jareth, because he has a couple different looks in the movie. So I'm hoping Mcfarlane will make more, but nothing was announced at Toy Fair or anything, so I doubt we'll be getting it. But I'm still hoping, because there's still San Diego Comic-Con, so who knows, we may get more. But if we don't, I am very pleased with this figure, and I would highly recommend it. It's an amazing figure. just everything about it is good. My only complaint is the hip articulation. Like, you really can't get him. How I figured out that the legs pop out like that is I was trying to stabilize him, because if you just stand him up like that, he won't really stand up. He'll just fall over. So that's how I figured that out. But, you know, I'm not going to get him in any crazy poses. So that doesn't bother me that much, honestly. So I would highly recommend this figure. It is just an awesome figure. So that's my review. And if you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.